Hello and welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time of the year when all of us are drowned in the colors of festivity. I'm sure you must be enjoying the holiday season, and I'm sure you are spending quality time with your kids. Today, I am joined by a very special guest and a dear friend of mine. We've been waiting for her to answer a lot of questions that have been popping up in my mind, and I received questions from number of parents. So it's time when we hear our first guest. So my channel welcomes Nitika Bisht. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my very first guest, Nitika Bisht. Nitika is a prolific dancer. She is a great choreographer because she has worked with renowned choreographers like Lobo, late Saroj Khan. She has worked with Terence. She has also worked with ZTV for promotional events. She's been teaching. She's been a teacher since 5 years. And she's been making that kind of difference in the life of parents and children. She is trained in ballet, in jazz, Bollywood, and in contemporary. She's a woman of many talents, and many congratulations, Nitika, for all your accomplishments.
Thank you so much, Surbi, for inviting me here. And I think you're doing a great job with all your videos. And parents are getting a lot of tips and material to utilize and to be more creative with their children. Now, when it comes to dance and yoga, I hope I'll be able to answer all your questions. And in the end of this video, you will have a lot of information about dance and yoga.
Dance is the music of the soul, and I feel music is what connects you to the cosmic power that lies within us, that lies outside us. For the emotional well-being of your child, it is very essential that the child is integrated to some form of art, some form of creativity. Nitika, my question to you arises from this. Uh, do you think that dance and music, somewhere ensures the emotional well-being of the kids? Do you think they can be emotionally more stable, sound, and more happy beings if they are connected to music and dance?
As you asked me with how the emotional well-being of a child is connected to dance and music, so dance is a universal language, right? So now you don't actually have to say a lot of things, but you can just express when you're dancing. Now, when we do any kind of physical activity, so whenever we're using our bodies and exercising and we do movements, there is a feel good chemical which is released inside our body, which helps us to release all the stress and pain. Now, because dance is a physical activity, whenever we're doing dancing, it's releasing a feel good chemical, endorphin, and which is helping us to release all our pain and stress, and we feel happy after that. So, with this, I would say that yes, dance is connected to the emotional well being of a child because when he's dancing, when he's moving his body, he's releasing that feel good chemical and he's feeling happy after that. And he can show all his emotions, he can actually express. Now, when it comes to music, also, see the kind of music you're going to play in front of your children, in front of your child, will directly affect their mood and their emotions. So I've been teaching for quite a years now, dance and yoga, and especially for the young learners, whatever kind of songs I play, it directly affects their mood, right? It directly affects their emotions. So yes, whenever you're listening to any kind of music, your emotion changes, and same goes with children. Now that's why dance and yoga both are connected to the emotional well-being of the child. And I think all parents should encourage their child to dance and to move their body so that they're emotionally healthy and that feel good chemical is releasing inside their bodies and they're feeling much more relaxed and the pain is gone and they're feeling happy and joyful.
Nitika, I second your views, and I do feel, I very strongly believe that Introducing music and dance in a child's life is very essential. It kind of de-stresses your child, and for adults also, if you're engaged in with music and dance, it kind of de-stresses you. It's a kind of a relaxation technique. So from there a question arises, in my mind, and I am inclined towards yoga. I think of yoga because yoga is a stress buster. It increases concentration, and there are multiple benefits of yoga. How can we introduce yoga at an early age, keeping in view that it increases concentration of the children in the far future? Now, across schools, yoga is, it's a very important activity, and all the schools have taken up, at a massive scale. So, what do you feel about it?
With your second question, as you asked me, that how can you introduce yoga at a early age? Now, yoga definitely helps you in concentration and a lot of things in your body control, balance, and a lot more. So now, personally, I feel is that there are few asanas which you can introduce at the early age. You can just help your child to do that in a fun way. Now, I know a lot of people think that yoga is very boring. You don't have to do anything. You just have to meditate, like sit in one place. But no, like I've been teaching yoga for young learners, and I have noticed that young learners enjoy doing yoga. So how I introduced yoga with young learners was with a story. So what I used to do is initially I used to tell them a story. I used to tell them that okay, now we all are going to go inside a jungle, and then I used to make a lot of expressions and use voice modulations and things. All these exercises you can easily get on YouTube, on internet, and parents can actually see these things. So a lot of voice modulation I used to use. I used to use a lot of stories while teaching yoga, and then like this. I'll give you a very short example. Like the story which I used to say that we all are going inside a jungle, and then I see a big mountain, and then I'll make a mountain pose, and then they all will copy me. So, like this. And now, very importantly, everybody thinks that yoga is all about making postures and touching their leg here and going back and everything. But actually, yes, this is a part. It is a higher part. It's a level up version. But the authentic yoga talks about the breathing. So, if your breathing is balanced, if your breathe in and breathe out is balanced, then your body is balanced. So what parents actually can do is they can see how their child is breathing and they can play some breathing exercise games with them. You don't have to do anything. You just have to make them breathe in and breathe out in a way so that it can help. Like if their breathing is balanced, their entire body is balanced. So for the young learners, you can maybe start with some breathing exercise. Just breathe in, breathe out, then try to make them hold your breath a little bit, something like that. And then few yoga poses, which I'm gonna teach, which I'm gonna tell you further. Or maybe you can just find out few on internet also, some basic yoga asanas. Because I would suggest that just start with the basic ones and don't go on a higher level one because there are limitations also to each asana. So for the young learners, I think the basic yoga poses will do, and the breathing will do. So like this, you can introduce yoga, the breathing, and the few yoga basic asanas.
It is not always important to just have IQ. If you are very, very intelligent, doesn't mean that you're emotionally sound and balanced. Now, intelligence also incorporates a very important quotient, that is EQ, emotional quotient. How emotionally sound and stable you are, how you're able to cope up with the challenges. And do you, Nitika, feel that children who learn dancing, any form of dance, if they learn, they have better gross motor skills, and perhaps they are more emotionally strong. They perhaps gain an emotional, strength, because they're always trying to overcome challenges and learn something new. This question is, a number of times asked by parents whose children are in the middle, somewhere they feel that probably music and dance is kind of releasing their exam stress also. And when they're able to cope up challenges when they are pursuing their hobby, their music and dance hobby, when they are learning a new step, that kind of challenge when they are overcoming, it's somehow making them emotionally more sound. Since this is your field, I would really want to take your views on that.
Now, with the next question, you asked that do you feel the children who learn to dance have better cross motor skills and perhaps more emotional strength because they're always trying to do challenges and learn something new? Now, the same thing, as I said before, that there's a feel good chemical which is released inside our body, endorphins, and which help us release pain and stress. So, like this, I feel the child who's dancing more has his emotional health is much better because he's releasing more of that chemical and he's feeling happy, he's not feeling stress and everything. So yeah, definitely a child who's dancing more, who's enjoying, who's moving his body, is happy and he's happy, he's excited, he's joyful. He has he has less stress, less he's not thinking about stress, his emotions are right. So definitely, I think a child who's learning to dance has better emotional strength and has better cross skills.
Let's add some fun bit. My viewers would feel that it's just chat going on. I'm talking, they're listening. It's getting, it's just about conversations. But no, it is not. It's time. I would request Nitika to show us some simple yoga asanas that the parents can practice along with their little kids. So yoga is not that difficult at all. It isn't difficult. You can practice it and you can be with your child, and that time when you're practicing yoga with your kids, that's your quality time. So could you show us some asanas which the parents can practice with their kids? And I'm sure everybody is super excited to see.
There's a lot of yoga poses which you can try at home, the basic ones. There is cobra pose, mountain pose, dog pose, butterfly pose, Tadasana, a lot of things, child pose. Here just gonna show you three which you can do, and then you can try them at home. Now, the first pose which we're gonna try is the Tadasana, the mountain pose. Now, in the mountain pose, what you have to do is you just have to get your feet together and stretch your body completely up, stretch your hands up, and go on the toes. Now, like this, they can just look at one point and stretch their body and concentrate. Now, this asana, you can just make them hold for a few seconds and come down, and then again few seconds and come down. Now, this asana is very, very good for your leg strength, your leg muscles strength. And then, if you're doing it at a very young, early age, when it's their growing age, it can help them to increase their height also. Now, the second one is a child pose. Now, child pose is a relaxing pose. Okay, so child pose is a relaxing pose. It helps the child to be calm. It helps the child to be calm. Now, what you have to do is you just have to sit on your knees, goes back, sit like this, keep your back straight. And now, without lifting the hips up, you just have to go forward and go down. Look. Just try to make them stretch their hands completely up and don't lift the hips like this. Don't lift the hips, the hips are down and the hands are going front and they're just relaxing there. Now it is a very good pose because it's a relaxative pose. It will help them to be calm and to just lower down their energy and to relax. Now the next one, what you can try is a jumping jack, which is called the Janga Shakti Vikasa Kriya. Now it is for the entire body. Now jumping jack is very simple. What you have to do is get your feet together, and now you open your leg and you open your hands together, right? So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. So these are 3 yoga simple poses, which asanas which you can do, kriya and asanas which you can do, and it will help you in the overall body movement.
When it comes to parenting and spending quality time with your child, it's not just the mother who is accountable for that. It's the daddies too who have to do their bit and have to spend ample amount of quality time with your child. And it's not not that you pass on the buck to each other. No, not at all. So music and dance is not just limited to children and youngsters, teenagers, mothers. It's now we're moving on to the daddies. So Nitika, can you show us some very simple and easy moves that the daddies can practice with their kids, and they themselves will get a they themselves will get a those happy hormones running through their body. So let's go ahead. So daddies, gear up, daddies. Before Nitika, shows us those simple and easy moves, I would suggest you just make some space in your living area or wherever you're watching this video. Call your child and just show this to him or her that, see, this is what we're going to do. And I'm telling you, your child is going to jump in joy.
Now, when it comes to the dance movements, dance steps, now, personally, what I feel is we all are dancers. If we are able to move our legs, we can able to move our hands, then we all are dancing, right? Yeah, the only difference is that the levels are different. Somebody is at level 10, somebody is at level 1, but we all are dancers. Now, I don't want to bound you into any steps, or I don't want to tell you that, okay, these steps only you can do with certain things, and these are some basic steps. It's not like that. What you can do is you can just start moving your body in any way possible. In any way possible. You just have to move your body. You can move your head, you can move your shoulders, you can move your waist, or maybe you can move your just legs in any way. Just do this, play any song, move your body, move with your child, and I think they will love it. And you can do this more often. Just play any song which is related to kids, obviously, which they can relate more, and just move your body. And I think that will help. That will really help. I don't want to bound you on any step. Just move your body, happy, be happy, just smile, and just move your body. And you are a point dancer.
Woohoo! Bravo! I'm sure all of you would have called your kids, and if mothers are watching me, then pull in your husbands and make them watch this and ask them to practice these simple steps. Put on the song, let the music begin, and you just let yourself free and just dance and jump like a child. And I'm telling you, that will be your biggest stress buster. So, Nitika, I know I've been a teacher myself for more than 8 years now, and I have noticed as children move on from grade 8 to grade 10 and then 11, somewhere parents feel that music and dance and any other hobby that probably the kids they like, somewhere parents feel, and sometimes children also feel, that it is like a time waste. The amount of time that you were devoting to your hobby suddenly feels that it is like a time waste. How can they balance that out? How can you maintain your hobby? How can you be connected with dance and music and balance your academics? How do you strike that kind of balance? Because academics is as important as developing the other areas. But how do you strike a balance? So that you don't end up leaving one side. So how do you do that?
So I know a lot of parents think that as their children grow up, they feel that co-curricular activities are just a waste of time, and they should not do all of these things, and they should just study. But it's not like that. Just like you're giving them enough time to study, and you want them to study and to gain knowledge, at the same time, your body also needs something, right? You cannot just sit at one place and just grab all the knowledge and just study. No, your body needs something. Your body needs to move. Your body needs movement. Your body needs a lot of things. Your mind, you want to get fresh. You want to get stress free, and you want also to release all your pain and everything. So co-curricular activities helps the child in his overall development, right? I know studies are important. It is very, very important. But at the same time, co-curricular activities are also important. because you don't want your child to grow in only one aspect of life, which is studies. You want your child to grow in both. It has to be balanced, right? So co-curricular activities are very important. Be it dance, music, sports, anything where your child feels happy and the child feels connected. Because if he feels connected there, then he's more expressive and he is having that feel good hormone, feel good chemical inside his body, and then he's expressing more and he's happy, and then maybe he can concentrate more. Not maybe he will concentrate more because all these extracurricular activities helping him to concentrate. That's why I feel parents should not think that extracurricular activities are waste of time, because it's not.
Absolutely right, Nitika. I do feel that time has come that we realize that apart from just academics and your marks, your grades, it's very important that you come out to have a very shining personality, a happy being. Need of the hour is to be a happy being, someone who can deal with challenges. Not only your EQ should be there, your IQ should be there. You should have a holistic personality, a personality that is, a character, personality which is ready to take up the challenges that the outside world poses. And trust me, hobbies are not hurdles or obstacles. Hobbies are a way to remain grounded, to be connected with your inner self. So encourage your child to do whatever they like to do. Of course, it should be sensible. So let them explore, let them listen to music, teach them how to balance it out. We cannot be like watchdogs, but what you can tell them is how you manage and put up your schedule. That is very, very essential. So Nitika, many you know thanks from all the viewers and from my side as well. I'm really obliged that you did spare that much amount of time and you connected with all of us. I'm sure all of us watching this video right now, there will be questions in your mind, and there will be certain opinions that may not match with mine. Feel free to comment and do share your views, and also tell me how you liked this video, and do like, share and subscribe. I want all parents to spend a lot of quality time with your children. This is the best time, I'm telling you. Do not get distracted. uh, Goals can be reached. Your career graph is not going anywhere. Just declutter your mind and focus on what you have right now, time, and that is priceless. And with your child, mothers and your dads, mommies and daddies, this is the time that you spare for your child. Don't let it run away. So until next time, bye bye. Do not forget to subscribe and share it with people. See you. Bye bye. And Nitika, many thanks to you.